watching this, every day something comes up in your life that annoys the heck out of you. Maybe it's a little problem, maybe it's a big problem. I'll tell you this, whatever it is, the solution is worth millions. Tonight, we're turning the words, there's got to be a better way, into your road to millions, like my next guest did to help his son.
The Better Way. CleanRest's mattress barriers. It's an encasement for mattresses made of high-tech fabric with a weave so tight no allergens can penetrate it. That means whoever's doing the sleeping won't be exposed to dust or dust mites. And according to the company, CleanRest did $3.5 million in sales last year.
Gary Goldberg, president of CleanRest Mattress and Pillow Covers. Welcome, sir.
Hey, thanks for having me, Donny.
All right, you're one of these guys who said there's got to be a better way. You're making millions now. What was the problem, sir?
Well, my wife and I have 3 beautiful children, and our eldest child, during his younger years, was having a really difficult time breathing during the night.
Allergies?
Allergies, a variety of respiratory issues. We took him to a doctor, and we found out he's allergic to something that occurs naturally in every home, dust mites and dust mite waste.
Doesn't matter how clean you are, or it just
has
exists.
Nothing to do with how clean your home is or how much you clean. This is a naturally occurring phenomenon that occurs in almost every home in the world. Dust mite waste is the single largest known allergic trigger worldwide.
Wow.
So it's a
when
huge
I was a kid,
epidemic
I was
issue.
Dust also. Okay,
right. So I mean, so here's my son. He's suffering. At the same time, my wife and I are serving on the board of Hasbro Children's Hospital in Providence, Rhode Island. In walks a doctor one night and he says, "Hey, guess what? We've got a big problem in the ER. We've got a lot of kids coming in with asthma attacks at night, and I think it can be prevented." I listened to him and I said, "What's this guy talking about?" I called him up. I said, "Hey, have a beer with me. I want to know what's going on in my son's bedroom. I want to know what's going on in the community." And he explained
to me. You weren't trying to come up with a business. You're just trying to help your son at this point.
Exactly.
Your dad going, I got to get my kid feeling okay. Sure.
I got to, you know, when a child doesn't sleep at night, the whole house, the whole family's unwound the next day. Of
course it is.
Right? It's a train wreck.
Yeah, of course.
It's a nightmare. So I listened to him and he said, "Look, Gary, doctors are frustrated with this problem too. All the products on the market either have no breathability, like plastics and vinyl, right? They work great. They stop all the stuff from coming through, but patients don't want to use them." He said, conversely, all the products that are really comfortable, guess what? They don't stop anything.
Yeah.
So I said...
Products meaning things that you would wrap a mattress in.
Encasements.
Yeah, okay.
Full 360-degree, all the way around your bed, all the way around your mattress, all the way around your pillow. So I said to myself, clearly, there's got to be a better way. And my experience is in designing performance outerwear for golf players, for things like that. And I said, I know enough textile technology. I can go in there and make a product that's completely comfortable to the user, but stops the transmission of all these microtoxins and things that are, in essence, attacking kids and parents and loved ones' sleep at night. I got to get my kids squared up, and I got to see if this can really work.
It's amazing. You know, it's so fascinating. Something as serious as health versus anything else. When you're having a little problem in your own family, others are also. You know, none of our worlds are that different. So obviously, a lot of people suffer in the same situation.
60 million Americans suffer from allergies.
Right. So you clearly said there's got to be a better. How'd you knock this thing out?
Well, I started working with resources that I've known in my career, came up with some prototypes, and developed a patented fabric we call Micron 1. And the great science about our fabric is no pore is larger than 1 micron. So it's infinitely smaller than all the known allergens, dust mite waste, mold spore, pet dander.
So it's bulletproof.
It's totally bulletproof. When you look at the B-roll, that child there has been born not exposed to these allergens, okay? Now, you have a little baby. You know what you don't feed that child is peanut butter.
Of course.
Why not? Because you don't want him to develop a peanut allergy. The same phenomenon occurs with dust mites and dust mite waste. Protect the lungs of that infant so that later on they have a less likelihood of developing asthma and allergies related to the waste.
So you had such a good idea. You went to VC guys. You were able to raise $9 million originally. So this was not just a little, hey, this is cute, we'll take this to market. You really had something big here.
Well, yeah, and I was lucky. You know, I was persistent. I always believed in my idea, you know, and I always stayed true to my original idea, which is to help people. And that's the greatest joy about running this business. But I also met some smart merchants, you know. I was lucky to meet a guy at Bed Bath & Beyond who embraced it. I mean, he was a visionary. This guy, Alan Nadowitz, he said, I get it. Yeah. We got to figure out how to roll it out.
Did you also feel, it's funny you said that you were kind of on a mission. You know, we've had a wonderful woman on the show, Amelia Antonetti, whose son was actually dying from cleaning products she was used. There wasn't a solution. She solved it. So the fact that you were helping your kid, I got to believe, was driving you to say, I'm going to help a lot of these kids out there. And that becomes good business. That's not why you're doing it, but you know, you're kind of on a moral imperative there.
Absolutely. You know, I'm lucky because not only am I passionate about textiles, I'm passionate about my children's health, but I've seen people's lives change as a result of using my product. We went to a homeless shelter in Providence, Rhode Island. They had a huge bed bug infestation, another way to lose sleep. We donated product to every bed in the homeless shelter, and it eradicated the problem. So we're talking about the dignity of a good night's sleep here. This doesn't matter if you have all the money in the world or no money in the world.
It's a core need.
Yeah, and it's a preventative item, too. I mean, look what toothpaste and fluoride's done for America.
Yeah.
We want to take that same preventative attitude.
I love it. Gary Goldberg, a man on a mission, president of Clean Brands. This is a brand with a lot of important stuff ahead of you. Congratulations, man.
Thanks.
Good stuff.
And
Great
thanks for
story.
having me.
Gary Goldberg, president of Clean Brands, making a difference. More. Big idea. Straight ahead.